everybody, and welcome back to Arkansas Gaming. Kansas here, bringing you some more Space Engineers and Heaven's Gate. As you see in front of us, guys, this is our new and improved spawn pod. As you can see, it's got the same engine array as last time. It's got but it's got some improvements. As you can see on top, we got a grinder array, and also we've got the drill array slowly but surely making its way through the rock face. Although saying that though, I think I'm going to have to start retracting one of my pistons before I lose the drill head completely. Actually both of them, I think, just a little. There we go. And as you can see, to stop that the rotation issue that we were experiencing last time, the easy solution was to just simply build an arm with a magnetic plate on it. Now I'm just going to shift us across a bit, so that will help resolve some of our down a bit as well. Trying my best to try and stay within the pocket that I'm drilling into, and in some cases I'm failing, but basically trying to get to that silver deposit, because as you'll see when we get back to the carrier, the Heaven's Gate herself, I've started to make some serious improvements over the last few hours, few days. I've spent doing some upgrades. Alright guys, I've finished drilling out. I'm just about to leave this hole. Got a load of stone, got some silver too. Just getting out of here sometimes can be a little tricky. There we go, we can escape with ease now. And then what I tend to do is once I'm out, 7 and 8, I get a slight amount of sideways movement. So that just basically moves the arm out of the way. And locks into place behind us. Next problem is seeing through this sea of names where it is I'm going. Over there. Now, with a full hold, as it stands at the moment, I tend to be heading back to base on a 25 meters per second. Yeah, just make sure I'm going in the right direction. As you see, she's quite the ship. Now if I want to, I could move the drill arms behind me as well. You know, does rotate the ship quite a lot as well while I'm at it. I do like the tail end, how it's come out. It sort of looks right. So I've got a modification I want to try out at some point, but not anytime soon. Not until we get some more thrusters in place. Now, there have been a lot of the SPRT Mayday ships in the area. Done it again. Hit the wrong key. Got one right there that's sort of been hanging in the area. But at the moment, I'm not equipped to handle. Honestly, I'm not sure how I'm going to equip to handle it as well. What I might have to do is maybe on this side put in somewhere a I don't know, artillery cannon or something, and take out the weapons from range and then move in for to salvage whatever's left after I take out the weapons array. Oops. As you can see, there's a difference to our carrier. And that difference being I spent literal hours welding up every single block. It took forever, but I've managed to achieve it. Save for the stuff that obviously needs the two materials that we don't have still. I am way out. I've got the altitude about right now, but oh, that could be disastrous. But you see what I mean? This entire ship is now starting to look right. I mean, I'm talking about the spawn pod, but the carrier is also starting to take on its shape as well. Oh, that one always makes me worry. Yeah. You can hear the refineries kickstart in the background there. We've got a ton of like silver to also yeah, process that is. Right, also one of the things I've also done, if I come out of our ship, our spawn pod, sorry. Try to save as much of that as possible. Is all of these now have a purpose. Like this one is components, ammo, weapons, you know, tools, all of that sort of thing. And then you go along and you've got each of the other containers is now special. So this one is iron, nickel, silicon, cobalt, magnesium, gold, silver, uranium, platinum, stone, and then ice in this one. Sorry, that one's stone, that one's ice. Now when I say stone, that includes gravel. Gravel is what Izzy scripts call an ingot stone. So I've learned. So when you want to place gravel in somewhere, that's your jobby. As you can see, I've also added in 4 of the warfare. Now my brain's decided to leave me. Large warfare reactors, and they need a ton of parts. Again, they need, as you can see here, superconductors, 100 each, and they need 2,000 reactor components each. 2,000. There's the remainder that I've got left in my queue. So if we go into the inventory for the moment, go refinery, as you can see, it's processing throughout all 10. It's processing all the stone first. It'll get to the silver later, which is not a problem at all, because stone takes like peanuts amount of time. So, okay, let's go for a walk through the ship so you can see what's going on. As you see, all of this has been put in place. I've sorted this out, which was not working right. Want the programmable block Izzy to run, and then you want to do the timer block again. So basically it's a perpetual cycle. I forgot to do that, so you know, there we go. So now this is working right. As you see, that's what the time is of this recording, or part of this recording I should accurately say, because the rest of it I'll probably do tomorrow. So yeah, there you go. Everything is welded up. Batteries are doing okay. We're looking at another 2 hours to deplete it. That's because it's charging up our spawn pod. Staircase to the upper level. As you see, everything around here is now also welded. Looks absolutely fantastic. So there we go. If we go in here, we've got desks, got chairs, got the dispensers. Like I say, I still haven't sorted this out, but I will eventually. Now this works in terms of everything except for H2 and O2. There we go. You can change your appearance in it as well. There you go. You've got a slightly new sort of look to things. You know, that's quite cool actually. So say we wanted the Badger helmet. There we go. We now have the Badger helmet. But honestly, I'm going with the retro. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, the aquarium looks absolutely cool. I have found out that some of these new blocks, like this, actually have multi-sides. So if I go in here and I go, where am I looking? Is it under this one? That's Pipeworks. No. Yeah, that one. Yeah. So, see, kitchen inset, for example. Different sides got different things. So, you know, you got a cooker on that side, you got a sink on that side. So basically, yeah, you can put that one and that one next to each other, sort of thing, if you wanted to. So if no, that's not the one. Inset aquarium. So there you go. That's the aquarium. Yeah. Then you got the freights. You got the cargo crates. Now I do want to put one of these bad boys in, you know, somewhere. I haven't figured out where yet, but maybe in like the crew quarters or something like that. Maybe have these like personal storage or something. Now there's another somewhere. Where was it? I think there's a lot more actually, because they've added so much cool stuff into this. I mean, I haven't found it all yet. So yeah, you got the couches, you got the inset couch, you got what looks to be like a terrarium, I think somebody called it, on one side. So, you know, you can have that embedded in a wall rather than in front of something if you really, really wanted to. That's the original bed. You got the half bed. So, say you got a wall like this one here, you can slap that on the end of it, so you got somewhere for somebody to sleep, which is kind of cool. You got the half bed open, so you can get access to it either side. So quite a cool idea. That is neat. I just noticed this. You guys notice, if I can get the pointer correctly, there's an astronaut plushie in there. Haha. That's quite a nice little touch. You know, it's a shame you couldn't like add the spider one if you can get that. You got like the inset bed. Look, you know, again you got like an astronaut plushie in it as well. I mean, there's some really cool features. Just got to look out for in this new Warfare 3 pack. Like I say, I haven't found them all yet. You know, no, seen that one before. There you go, inset bookshelf. This is a new one I haven't seen before. If I can just get it in a good place here. So you got like the bookshelves on one side, place to put coffee mugs there. Some of the some cool stuff just to look out for. You know, a few little spoilers there. Like I say, I like this, you know, with the angled walls, sort of adds a bit more of an organic feel to it. Thinking about adding something here, but I'm not sure what yet. But yeah, sort of some nice finishing touches. Still got to add all the lights, things like that into it, but and I still need to add some framework around this. Just check where is the sun at the moment. So the sun must be down there somewhere. Yeah, there we are. So I apologise for the poor lighting, but the sun, obviously, as you saw, was on the wrong side. But as you can see, we're starting to get sorry, the sun in the wrong place there. And again, we're starting to get the scope of the ship. I'm thinking of keeping the respawn pod when we're done in this position. Maybe have something to sort of clasp onto it when it docks to keep it in place when the carrier's moving. Yeah, if I can get the positions right and all that, maybe like use some merge blocks to like, you know, really latch it in place. And then out the front here, yeah, this is going to be where we have like our like main hangar area, just sort of come out like this or something like that. I've really haven't sort of figured it all out yet, but also taking into account, also need to sort out things like crew quarters. I'm thinking, what, about maybe 16 of them? And one of the things I was thinking is about use for this space either side of these walkways. I came up with an idea. Having it on pistons going from the back of the ship all the way to the front of the ship, wherever that might end. have the now I always want to call them hydroponic farms because it says there hydroponic farm, but they call it oxygen farm up here, which is kind of distracting, but still the same thing. So I'm thinking have these sort of like, I'll see if I can sort of demonstrate. So like they start off in here, have like some of those like armoured doors that open up, and then the pistons, which are there, sort of push it out so it's exposed to the sunlight, say about there or something. You know, obviously this would be like a further up in the air, probably more around about there-ish, and then it will just sort of push out, if you get my meaning. Just so that in times of battle, retract them in and hide them. Just to be able to try and get as much sunlight as possible. I mean, that's just a thought at the moment. The other thought was just to have them sort of standing upright, and then have the door, like these airtight doors, sort of open up, and then the hydroponics behind it, and just get exposed to the sunlight, and you know, refill the air tanks, which are going to be probably out here somewhere and out here. I'm thinking about having the oxygen ones here and the hydrogen over there, or maybe a mix and match of the both, so that we can get the space. Because if we take into account the size of some of these as well, because yeah, I mean, oxygen tanks are going to be simple. We could even embed them in the deck like the batteries. We could do something like that. If I can get the angle of dangle right, yeah, something like that, so that the gauges are exposed. You got the big hydrogen tanks, which would be a big problem because we'd have to have a lower deck. We could use the smaller ones, but I really need to see about what the capacities are of both. Because if the oxygen ones and the hydrogen ones, the small hydrogen ones are the same, maybe see about using a ton of those going out towards the edge of the ship, and you know, hopefully, you know, we can do something with that. That's sort of where I'm at the moment. But oh yeah, that's one of the things I wanted to do while I was here. Yeah, one of the other things I wanted to try out was looking in here. Now we've got, oh look, the silver's being used up. We only got 4 thruster components. Got nothing that I can take apart. Why are they no longer using the other? Let's try something here. 6340. $63.40. Alright, you going to split between the rest of them? Alright, this is going to be another one of these things. I've got to check his scripts out, find out whether I've missed something that splits the components. Okay. Split assemblers task. This is cooperative mode, but splits the whole cube between all assemblers equally. Build split assembler tasks equals true. Okay, so if that is equal to true, then why is cooperative mode not working? Let's repeat. Right, while we're here, I don't like the fact that the numbering system is out, so it's making it difficult to discern which is what. So let's get around the back here.
Energy low.
Alright, force me to use my... Right, back down to ground level. Right, 1. Get the right control keys. 2, 3. Right, that's definitely right. 5. What? That's 6, not 10. 7, 8, 9. Okay, so that's now correct. What? Alright, let's take that to 6180 and then let's try this again. That's weird. I was expecting it to share it all out between the lot of them. Oh, what am I stuck onto? Is that a stairwell? Yep. Okay. There's got to be something wrong here. That's auto crafting. Right, I think we're forced now to use the auto crafting screen. So, let's see where and how we're going to put these with intent. That seems like a good and logical place to put them. Although, saying that, we've got some new LCD stuff, haven't we? We've got the inset LCD, which is like that, which is a block. Slope wall, curve wall. And even the new hollow LCDs. But I think we just want a simple text panel. So let's grab some interior plate to begin with. Let's get this sorted out, because we really do need to even start thinking about manufacturing a certain okay. Alright, I think I know what a lot of this was. That's just suddenly appeared in my inventory. I've got the 4 reactors. So I'm probably picking up everything from them. Right, so whatever I've got left is for the LCD panels now. Really? Oh, looks like I'm out of silver again. Okay. Right, there we go. So we've now got a list of every item that we've got. Bulletproof glass. We'll have what? 200 of that. Computers, 100 of them. Always 1,000 of those. 10 detectors. 100 displays. Girders. Yeah, we'll put that at 100. Gravity generators at 10. Hand drills can stay at 1. Hydrogen bottle 1. Interior plate, we'll say 1,000. Large tube 100. Medical 10. Metal grid, we'll say 100. Motor 200. Oxygen bottle 1. Radio comms, let's say 50 of them. Reactor components. I mean, if we do, what, 100 at a time? Small steel tubes, we'll go for 1,000 of them. Solar cells, about the same. Steel plate, about 10k. Because we always need tons of those. Come down to here. And we'll go edit text. Superconductors. We'll say about 100 of those at a time. Thrust components, 100 of those. Welders 1. So that, in theory, should now mean those two we can get rid of. So as you can see, it's now making everything, it's sharing it out between the load of them. So that's what it meant by when it's auto share. So I'm guessing that when we have EasyScript online, the sharing between only works when we have this. And frankly, I'm glad I did it this way. That looks really cool. I've never done that before with the small, with the white, there. Start again, sorry. With the standard text panels. It just looks really cool, really quite neat and professional. Alright. So by now our ship should be well and truly fueled up. There we have it. So let's recompress this chamber so we can open the helmet and just breathe normally. Right. I forgot I got that on me. So that'll be transferred in its own time and leisure. Let's see. So if we now go assemblers. Oh, look at that. So cool to see it doing everything working together. So whilst that's producing everything that it could potentially produce, I say let's have a look around, see if there's anywhere we haven't been to. Ah, there's one right there. Start re-exploring the stars again, because I mean, obviously we need to find those additional materials still. We've done a little bit of work on the Heaven's Gate. We're really starting to get somewhere where everything. Sorry, one item I forgot to put in was the ore detector. It's probably consuming a lot of power because you go in and look at the ore detector with the plus mod, 2 kilowatts that's currently utilising. Alright guys. Alright, so I've changed direction to this other asteroid just to see what's on there. Nickel and silver. Well, this might actually be worth a look, just to see if where the silver's at. Silver, 400 meters, so that's got to be what, on the other side of the asteroid? Oh, major glitch fest. About 150 meters that way. No way in from the top. And from what I could tell, there was no way in from the bottom either. So let's try that crater. See how close we can get. Actually, quite some distance as well. Alright, well let's just chalk this one down. Alright. Well, there's that other one we were originally heading to, so let's head over there. Right, so we're still heading towards this other asteroid. See what we can see. Cool. So far away, I'm having to repower the engines. Normally I'm right on top of it by now. Alright, so we've got ice. Ice, and just for a change of pace, we got more ice. Probably at the core of it. Nothing on the surface. I wonder if that's just in that little pocket up there. Certainly looks like it's potential, because I see something glowing there, but... Boing. There we go. Knew it was there. I was hoping for an easier patch, just to grab just a little bit of ice out of there, just for... taking back to the Heaven's Gate. Sorry, I was thinking about what to write. Let's see if we can get a little closer. Yeah, grab a little bit of that as well, because then that will also help with air on board as well. Okay. Alright, where to next? And there's, I think that's answered my question right down there. Look, nice asteroid cluster. Or is that just an asteroid? I've got magnesium. If we can slow down fast enough. Looks like we've got a vein down there. Oh god. It's getting a little too close out there. Oh. Did not like that impact at all. At least we're able to survive anyway. Now, I think I saw, as we were rapidly approaching, saw the vein on the outside. Oops. Or maybe it isn't. Don't you love cave complexes? What the hell drilled through that? Oh, bugger. Just destroyed something. Because we are on fire! At least I know where that is, though. What on earth could drill through one of these? Right, give me a second, guys. I'm just going to reload. Alright, this time around, guys, as I flew over, I just dropped the GPS marker. I was still heading that way, so I guess we should head on to the next one. Alright, tell you what, guys, I'm going to leave it here for this episode. I'm going to keep on trying to find these elusive materials. Maybe pick up some bits and pieces while I'm at it. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, cobalt and silver. Okay, nothing special on this asteroid as well. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this this episode, seeing where I'm at, how far I've come and accomplished. So much. Yeah, and we're only what? Just a little bit more than half a dozen episodes in, and we've already got the best part of what's looking to be quite a formidable character. Yeah, once we've actually got everything established. It's one of the things you'll find with me. I'm not one for small builds. Never have been. I will always build the biggest ding dong darn thing that you can actually ever imagine, because that's just the way I am. Annoyed a lot of my friends and all that, but to me it's just the way I do things. So now that I've just added in that cobalt and silver, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll catch you next time on Cangelus Gaming.